Welcome to Geeks Corner. I'm Mr. DAPs.
I'm Katie.
Geese have teeth.
That's a terrifying thought.
It really is.
I did not need it.
You know, it's going to be shocking someday when you actually say it. I'm Cameron.
Completely throw everyone off.
Like,
by the way, I am Cameron. Internet, by the way.
Okay.
Conveniently. You should join the discussion this evening. Talk about geese or whatever else we're talking about with the hashtag Geeks Corner. That's the hashtag Geeks Corner on the Twitter. That way we know you're talking to us and we'll talk back maybe.
At you.
Around you.
That's great. Yeah.
Cool.
Let's start with Disneyland's new Fastpass system. It came out this last week. It was a wonderful surprise for those that went. I guess it was a week and a half ago, wasn't it?
No, it was
Yeah, it was last week. It all blends together in my brain.
Yes.
It was last Wednesday.
Last one.
So now you get to, it's almost like having a magic wand of power a little bit, because you use your pass.
Yeah, except it's
or
a
your
card.
ticket.
Yeah.
Magic card of power.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about how it works.
You take your card, and it has power. And you scan it in a small, like, standy thing at the front of the attraction, and then for most attractions, scan it again when you actually get up.
You know, it's that's confusing. Let's just watch a video.
Okay.
Yes.
That was
Great video.
So much better.
Wow. Yep. 100%.
That was
All the questions.
One Oscar, please.
All the questions I had have been answered.
DAPs, Murray. What do you guys like about the new system?
If you lose your ticket, you got a much bigger problem. So.
That is true.
Yeah.
Yes. You like that?
I do like that because more
I was
people lose
confused.
fast passes than they do their actual ticket for the park. What I'm saying is it's consolidated and you have a lot less things to lose.
Okay, cool. What do you like about it?
I like that there's less to worry about, as we've seen with people getting multiple fast passes at once. You don't necessarily have to wait the 2+ hours and get another fast pass. You can have multiple fast passes going at once, and then you don't have to keep the fast pass in your wallet if you know what time it's for. That paper is just a reminder now.
Does it also show up in your app, your Disneyland app?
I wouldn't know.
I didn't test that.
Do you know if it shows
Not
up?
yet.
It doesn't, but
Not
it's going
yet.
to.
Eventually.
Not
This is
yet,
all a
paper.
precursor to Max Pass, which is when you'll be able to purchase more of these things, and,
Yeah.
and will be new, different. It'll be interesting to see how much it changes once they add the Max Pass.
Yeah.
If it will
Which actually
spread everything out a little bit more, and then the Max Pass kind of gets what we're getting now, or what.
I'm pretty excited about Max Pass. I wasn't at first, but I'm
Talk about
getting
why. I'm
more.
curious about that. What do you guys think about Max Pass?
use the internet. Tell us, please.
Hashtag Geeks Corner.
Hashtag Max Pass.
Mm-hmm.
Hashtag geese.
Mhm.
Please. I'm a little excited for Max Pass just because I can see how disseminating out times in that fashion is going to help generally with guest flow. By having some people that are willing to pay for the service just so they do not have to walk back and forth. I feel like the people who are still willing to put in the legwork to go from place to place to place aren't going to be adversely affected by this. It's simply going to be a convenience for some people, and that convenience will further distribute people around the park. The more they can do that, the better.
What do you think, Katie?
Sure.
Cool.
No opinion.
100%. Well done.
A lot of this, and this is going to come off very dumb, a lot of this really confuses me.
It is confusing.
Yeah.
Well, I will admit, I read Murray's article, and then I was talking to a few people about it. So I talked to Murray again about it. He's like, well, did you even read my article? And I was actually completely dumbfounded, because then I was like, well, I thought I did. So I went back and reread it. And I was like, yeah, I read that. I didn't miss anything. And I was confused, I wasn't at the park this weekend.
So I feel less like the bleach is getting to my brain.
No, it is very, very confusing.
It's a little bit confusing.
And I will say this, it is as confused as you are. Imagine the cast members that are after dealing with thousands of confused people every day. Please bring your patience. They are learning with you, and it's new for them too. And they're just trying to give you the best experience possible. Please, 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 please be nice to the cast members. Please.
Please.
Thank you.
And it's good for you. If you're nice to them,
They'll be nice to
things
you.
will happen.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how it works. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Let's move on to Star Wars.
Star
Always.
Wars!
We never have too much Star
I was
Wars.
going to say, we haven't mentioned it yet. So.
As a good transition into Star Wars, we should mention your wife's shirt right now. You
Yes.
wanna read it for me?
Yes. My wife got a new exercise shirt because she has been very, very good about exercise recently. I'm very proud of her. And it says, training to avenge Porkins. who is the best Star Wars character.
And that's where I really think it's a good lead in into this topic, because I
Porkins?
think they're making the wrong movie.
They should be making a Porkins
Han
movie.
Solo movie, but they should be making a Porkins movie.
True.
What was that
so much?
Before we get in,
Oh.
I'm scared. I must go.
before we get into Han Solo, what would the Porkins movie be?
How he's allowed to have that much weight gain in a society that's obviously mediated the need for being overweight. He's the only one, other than like Jabba the Hutt. Like, that's it.
True.
Something's gone terribly wrong in that man's life, and that is a dark backstory that I'd be willing
Or
to
is
see.
he just that good?
That he retains goodness?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Why not?
I love Porkins so much.
So anyway, what's the real movie about? If you're pitching a movie to Lucasfilm, Kathleen Kennedy, and the Brain Trust
Yes.
for Porkins, Jed Porkins, go.
Actually, the easiest way to pitch it is to say that look how much of a fandom this character has for having almost no presence in the film that he's in. It's more ridiculous than the fandom around Boba Fett.
Oh yeah.
Like, there's this huge following already with a character that you can do absolutely anything with. I mean, if you think about Disney wanting to keep things in brand, which we'll get into a little bit with the decisions for the Han Solo in a moment, they could really do anything on brand with the Disney stamp of approval on it, and it will be totally cool as long as it's interesting to watch.
So what's the pitch?
The pitch is
Isn't that what I asked?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
I'm pitching the movie as a whole. So first
I
profits.
want my
First
elevator
profits.
pitch. What's the elevator pitch? Give me a good story.
All right, a young bearded man who wants to fight for the Rebel Alliance, and the only way he knows how is by smuggling. In the process of
He's a smuggler?
he is a smuggler. Yes.
So you're stealing from Han Solo now.
He learned from Han Solo, and that's where their crossover is. You notice they never actually saw each other in the movies. That's the interesting part. Porkins actually develops a very unique space disruption in his body because he was smuggling things in his own body. That's how he's retaining weight over the years. That's actually a side effect of working for the Rebel Alliance for all these years. That's why they respect him for the weight he is, and the nickname is actually very endearing. It's become a part of his trait for being such a selfless person for the rebellion.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
The blinking is what got me just now.
What's your pitch, Katie?
Space.
Good start.
The final
No,
frontier.
no. We're done.
So really, what's your pitch?
Yeah, it's a 5-year mission.
Explore strange new worlds.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Okay.
You think I'm coming up with movies?
I don't know, maybe.
She's obviously more of a serial television. Thank you.
Clearly.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I think he's just the ultimate do-gooder that fights
There's
for
something
right.
so inherently good about Porkins, is there
yeah.
not?
And to me, I would keep the pitch ridiculously simple of this guy watched bad things happen around him and decided
He's
he
a
was gonna
normal
stay
guy. this episode. I'm thinking now, maybe, possibly.
Keep going.
The Han Solo origin story has the same problem that the prequel Star Wars films had in general, which I think you're referencing here. That the more you spell out, the less mystery there is about the character, and if they spell it out incorrectly, that it's going to tarnish that forever.
Yep.
And I do think that's one of the strengths of moving forward now, as opposed to with Force Awakens and Last Jedi and all of this stuff, is you're filling in history moving forward as opposed to rewriting history that may have already happened in one way or another, whatever.
Yep.
Totally.
Can you hear us now? You can hear us. Okay, we'll see.
I can hear me.
I can hear me as well.
Okay, I'm glad. As long as people can hear us. I see you looking at the tweet stream, Mr. Daps. You got no sound, y'all, is what Steven just said, so I'm checking.
Y'all. We got y'all.
I did get me, y'all. Cool.
Got it, y'all.
Are you in the South, Stephen? Where are you?
If you can hear us.
Bark twice if you're in Milwaukee.
Oh, we're back.
We're back!
We can
Cool.
hear. Yeah, we're still talking about Star Wars. So,
Yeah.
for where we're at, Ron Howard, right choice, wrong choice. So here's my thing. When was the last hit that Ron Howard had?
I can't think of it. I mean, he's done good indie stuff, but
when was the last hit Ron Howard had?
well, I'm having trouble thinking of his big. What were his big titles that he had originally?
Apollo 13.
Oh.
Right, like that's. But I can't think of anything more recent that he's had that's been big that he's been at the helm of.
He had the Da Vinci Code movies, didn't he?
Yeah, even those weren't.
Well, the first one was, and then they kind of progressed in a downward slump after that.
He did a lot of fun stuff indie-wise, but that's a lot more controlled of the director, which you would not have on this film.
He did the ones with, all of them had Tom Hanks, don't they?
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, I don't know what he's done recently that's been fantastic, so that's a trick also. So maybe if they stick with Lawrence Kasdan and his son John's screenplay, it'll be okay.
I wonder, the more influence, and I know they're doing this, give more influence to the writers on set.
Mm-hmm.
In general, I think that's a very good thing.
Especially with this guy.
Yeah, because, I mean, this is the Han Solo guy. Like, he's the one that made the character who he is.
Interesting, yeah.
Yeah. And in general, the more weight you give to the people that are creating these characters and the writing, the better. That's why I really like some of the writer-directors that are really, really good. In fact, I'd be curious to see why they didn't go in that direction for this in general. They could have gotten a really good writer and gone that way. But anyway.
So, question is, do they talk about the Han Solo movie at D23 Expo now?
I think they'll reference it, but they won't go in detail.
Does that mean they announce a new one, or do they just show us a new Star Wars The Last Jedi show? Because they just announced today there's a film panel. What do you think they do with it?
Last Jedi.
Yeah.
Focus their energy on Last Jedi.
Yep.
Do you think they'll give a tease at whatever comes after?
They might reference the timeline.
Okay.
And
yeah, it will be on the timeline.
Yeah.
They'll have that big thing that goes across the entire stage that
Yeah.
shows every movie that's coming out.
Don't know if they'll necessarily be like, look out for the Han Solo movie coming. Like, I don't think they'll just be like, look, a timeline. This may or may not be changing.
So, last question on this one. Is this going to be the first Star Wars flop?
Oh no, don't say that!
Well, I mean, it wouldn't be the first Star Wars flop.
That wasn't in the theaters.
The holiday special?
Yeah.
That's not what I'm referencing. I'm prequels.
Are you saying...
Number 3 did not sell well.
It still made money.
Yeah, but this is going to make money too. I don't think making money is going to be a problem.
Okay, so this might be the lowest Star Wars.
I still don't think it will be.
Yeah, I don't think it'll have as low critical
Do you think
acclaim.
it'll be fine? Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
I think it might be not well received.
Yeah.
The other thing I'm expecting them to talk about at the D23 Expo is the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We've got lots of things going on. Aunt May is not going to be in Infinity War, we found out. I think today, is that right? And
Did you say Aunt May or Aunt Man?
Aunt May.
That's a shame.
I hope Aunt Man is. That would be just tragic.
They're the same character. Have you seen them in the same room at the same time?
But today, was it today the video came out? Spider-Man, Starbucks?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was today.
What did you think of it?
Well, I'm not Starbuck. You're Starbuck.
I'm a Starbuck.
Do tell.
I had a lot of feelings about this, and I feel bad for good old Kelly was watching it with me. And my first things whenever videos like this come up is I'm like, why isn't her hair up? Why isn't she in dress code? Why is everything I know it's a video. They were still making drinks.
I'll just drink them.
Beverage standards still matter. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You tell them.
I get very passionate about the Bucks.
The Bucks. Hashtag the Bucks. Hashtag Geeks Corner. Hashtag Geeks.
Hold on, we have a really good tweet here.
Oh,
I
tweets.
just have to go back to our last topic because it's way more interesting at this point. Untapped potential movie. Was really the Spider-Man hanging upside down at Starbucks that interesting?
You were just cut off what I was saying, so that wasn't interesting. But continue.
Go on.
Well, read
No,
this this tweet,
read
then
the
you
tweet.
can tell me.
Read your tweet.
I got excited. Wedge Antilles movie. It's a Jason Bourne-style film following him out of the Empire and into the Rebellion.
As in Luke's buddy?
Because he was at the Academy.
Yeah.
I think it'd be great.
I still would rather watch Porkins.
Well, duh. Porkins is first, but if we're doing all of these other movies, I think that'd be a really fun one.
Hashtag Porkins is first. Hashtag Geeks Corner.
Yes. Okay, now
No,
continue.
you.
That's all I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really glad I got cut off for that.
I love it.
But anyway, the entire time I was just like, glad it didn't happen in my Starbucks. Because
there'd be webs in all the coffee.
it'd be, yeah, that's a real
Would it
health
get sticky?
hazard.
Yeah.
Real health hazard.
Sticky situation.
Which,
Mhm.
shush.
Should just be stringing people along all day.
Don't. That's pretty bad.
Your turn.
Something about Queens. He's a teenager. Nope, done. I got nothing.
Okay, keep going.
Anyway, I think it was a fun little promo. Really great thing. I don't know. Stop looping Starbucks into this. I get really upset.
I was kind of surprised they looped Starbucks into it in the first place. Is Starbucks connected to Spider-Man in any way? Like, is there a promo deal between Disney or Sony?
Oh
and
God, please
Starbucks?
don't let there be like some BOGO related to Spider-Man.
Yeah, there will be. It'll be
Don't say that. Don't,
Buy one Spider-Man,
don't-
get one
don't.
drink.
There's a drink called the Black Widow, and I feel like they might just start promoting it, and I would get so scared. It's black tea and
That'd be
iced
good.
coffee together.
Is that a recent thing?
No, it's old.
Okay.
I'm so scared, guys.
Let's move to
Oh,
Disneyland now. The trains returned this last week.
Trains.
Yeah!
There we go.
I'm much
Trains.
happier. But it's going around and it's making the left turn that we've all been talking about for months now.
Does the left turn go right there?
Yeah, it's right,
Right,
up there.
it's right there.
Right there.
Right
It's
there,
amazing
guys.
how many
You
people
guys,
point that out.
Hashtag left turn,
Every
hashtag Geeks
Do you
Corner.
know what's turning left? I'm excited about this though because it's just a different route for the train, and I think every time you do something like this, it makes it more interesting. I can't wait for July 29th to go on it when I get back from my trip that I will be out of town for.
Yeah.
That'd be
Yeah.
fantastic.
Oh
But what do you guys think of Train, Rivers of America, all that stuff? Now that you've seen a little bit of it.
That's good. Again, to the point of distributing people around the park, is going to help distribute people around the park.
Yeah.
The train eats up a ton of people throughout the day, including us because we will be on it, but
All day.
all day, every day.
All day.
That could be the new Splash Mountain thing.
Woo!
No, that's not a bad idea.
It really isn't. That'd
You're
be
onto
fun.
something.
We talked about doing it one time for the 24-hour day.
Oh man, that's a lot
Well,
of
we're
train.
gonna do it for another 20.
That's a lot of train. Yeah, but point being, there's going to be a lot of people on that. There's going to be a lot of people on the river. They feel a lot of people on that Mark Twain. Like, go people, do the things.
They're all good.
Free up the park. Yeah, and they're fun. Yeah.
I can't wait to go on it. What do you think of the new track for the train?
It's going to be fun to see.
Okay.
I hope it doesn't shorten everything too terribly much, but
Actually, I'm thinking the track for the actual train will be longer.
because of speed going around the left turn, or
No, just because it's
how did the train go?
serpentine.
Can you show us again, please?
Hit it once.
Okay.
Hit it once. Sorry.
I
really
am-
hoping.
Very excited for the train. I do have some insider information. I don't know if we'll allowed to share on Geeks Corner,
No.
but it goes left.
Whoa.
No spoilers. Katie.
Pagoda.
Okay, cool. We also have Chalk Walk coming up in the park about 2 months from around now. Today, I think, actually, isn't it?
I think it was yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yeah.
Anyway, in approximately 2 months, we will be walking through the park, and we are currently trying to raise $5,000 as a team, but Cameron can't just do that. He wants to make it interesting.
I'm, as the kids say, extra.
So, be lit.
Now it's your turn to say a buzzword.
Just talk about your thing.
So,
That was
friends,
the best you had? Okay.
I'm not hip.
we're the young cool kids on this show.
Who knew?
I know, right? So, Chalk Walk, wonderful, wonderful fundraising event for a wonderful, wonderful organization, Children's Hospital of Orange County. As Mr. Epps mentioned, we're raising $5,000 as a team. We'd love your help getting to that goal. Each of us has our individual fundraisers. My personal fundraiser is $5,000 as well. If I can hit $5,000 by myself, I'm going to get rid of all this beautiful, glorious beer.
You're not going to, actually.
Yes. We've had a lot of folks stepping up to help both support financially, which I'm greatly appreciative for, and also just volunteering time. The good people at Bar Beer of Anaheim have volunteered to professionally shave off my beard when the goal is hit, as well as have done some promotion on their social media. So thank you, Bar Beer. We also want to thank Elsewhere Vintage and Joyride Vintage for Men, two clothing stores in Old Town Orange. They gave a sizable donation to my campaign. Also, they're offering 10% off anyone who donates to it. I think just to DAPs Magic, Team DAPs Magic in general. If you donate and show that you have, you get 10% off of your purchase, which is great.
You can also donate to you.
Yeah, they can donate to me or just in general.
Because they're both going to the same place.
Yep, it's all going to Chalk. That's the most important thing. This is fun, but it's helping out kids. That's why we're doing this. It's helping out kids who Chalk doesn't turn any kid away. They make sure they get the help they need, and they do a lot of really great research that doesn't help just kids here. They help kids all over the world. So,
and we are walking for a kid named Cohen, who's currently there as we speak. And,
Hi, Cohen.
So we definitely send our love and hopes for you. And if they want to join, it's not too late to join our team.
No, we would love for you to come out. I think we're at 11 strong right now.
Yeah.
There's always room for more.
I'd like to at least double that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Hang out with us.
There's a minimum donation, but it's not too terribly bad. But either way, signing up is great because you can get your network of friends involved and get some donations. Plus, you get to hang out with us.
And what's the URL?
That's going to be chalkwalk.org/dapsmagic.
Good job.
Yeah,
It's like you wrote
chalkwalk.org.
an article or something.
Yeah, CHOC. That's Children's Hospital of Orange County. Walk.org/dapsmagic. That's our team page. We'd love for you to join us. We wear really silly hats.
Just hats.
Really silly hats. Come on, impress us.
I wear a very silly hat. I wear the same one every
I
year.
also will wear a silly hat.
There's some fun hats that come out. Like, it makes for good.
And it's just a really cool event. There's a bunch of really neat stuff happening. It's fun to be there.
Yeah.
But yeah, join us, please. Or if you can't be there in person or you just want to help, great. Please donate. Even if it's just a few bucks, the cost of a Spider-Man coffee, that would help, and it would be great.
And if you can just share our team to whoever you know, then
Please.
we can,
That's a huge help too. So, sharing on your social media. If you'd like to support one of us individually, you could share our individual pages, which is great, especially if you want to incite competition. Hashtag shave the beard. That stuff's great. It does help a lot. Sometimes even more than giving a few bucks. Still give a few bucks, but share it and get a few of your friends to give a few bucks too.
Absolutely. Final topic for tonight. This last week, Tiki Room celebrated 54 magical years of musical happiness from Hawaii. Did you not know this?
No, I didn't.
You're just
I
excited.
took pictures of the tiki room for the anniversary.
I know, that's why I was confused. But our new correspondent, Ronnie, also
I love her.
suffered for her art, or whatever you want to call it, a Dole Whip.
I'm now picturing her with like a black turtleneck, thank you, and like the beret.
That would have been a great picture with a Dole Whip
Yes.
in front of it. Yeah,
When it was 100 degrees outside.
very artsy.
Yes.
Yeah, but she's been covering food for us and doing a fantastic job and taking lots of pictures that make you hungry.
Yes.
But she decided to do a post last Friday. Was it last Friday?
Yeah.
Yep.
On 54 years of the Tiki Room. The question is, favorite song in the show? And favorite bird?
maybe,
Double it up.
Pierre easily is my favorite because I relate. Favorite song though, maybe what's the one the girls sing when they come down from the roof?
The Hawaiian one. Oh, let's all sing like the bird.
Yes, that one.
That's a good one.
I like that one.
Yes.
Jose is probably my favorite bird, and my favorite song probably the Hawaiian one.
The war chant
With
at the end.
With the flowers. Yeah, there's a war chant and there's rain.
Yes.
Yeah, that part's fun. I always think it's funny too when you get to the rainy part and there's the thunder and the lightning, and then there's a little kid who thinks it's real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they go outside like,
Yeah.
What?
And the look of confusion.
What?
Well, and there's
Go.
always a gasp, like everything blacks out and everybody kind of goes,
Mhm.
oh.
Realism.
Yes. My favorite character in there would definitely be.
I just like
I hate
the
a whistle.
and it's Jose that's leading the like, call and response on that, right? And it's so good.
Yes.
Just like the really concise, like here's what you're saying next. I really
That's
like
my
that.
favorite part also.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean.
Tweet.
Yes.
It's the way it should be, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Dole Whip or Dole Float?
Float, probably, if I'm going to pick between the two.
Wrong answer, but nice try.
Okay, cool.
Whip.
Yeah, it's definitely the Dole Whip, right?
And then you, Nene.
Oh no.
Is that too dated? Am I not cool anymore?
No. I can't stop.
Oh man.
Next week's the 4th of July. We'll have a very special episode.
We'll blow things up.
We're planning how exactly it's going to look, and we might even not film in here. We might make it different. We're seeing what we'll do.
We've been outside before, we swear.
On
Are we
occasion.
going outside? Oh, I didn't know that. Anyway, we'll be doing something fun for the 4th of July. Maybe we'll have our own fireworks presentation.
I thought we were going to say stand. Like, where are we going to... Why?
A Geeks Corner fireworks show, complete with music.
A salute to all
corner of
nations,
Maine and Seven.
but mostly America. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know. Anyway, we will have something special for the 4th of July next week. I'm sure it'll be ridiculous because we can't do anything normal.
That's for sure.
We can't do anything normal. The Geeks Corner motto.
It's true. Because it's awesome to be a geek.
Especially Disney geek.
Thank you. And that's
all
all the time we have for this week.
Sweet. Join us at thegeekscorner.com. That's thegeekscorner.com if you want to see more of this kind of ridiculous thing that we do. It's all really good, I promise.
Join us at DAPs Magic. Go check out articles, see the things from this week, and check out all the stuffs.
And make sure to follow us on social media. You can find Geeks Corner, Daps Magic, and all of us individually on all of the socials, whether it's Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever it is. Connect with us. We'd love to interact with you. Just use the hashtag Geeks Corner like we always do. But that is all the time we have for this week, so we will see you around the corner.